Well, hi there pluckers, I've a sore finger again with you. Thanks indeed for joining me for another guitar lesson. This one is in response to a request I've had from one of my viewers to do a lesson on a song rather called Yellow by you-know-who, Coldplay. I don't think there's too many people who haven't heard this song, okay? So I'm going to go through about 3 verses and a chorus for you, break it all down, show you how I played it, okay? So singing as usual for reference only, definitely not a cover version. Okay, so here we go. Look at the stars, look how they shine for you, and everything you do. I came along, I wrote a song for you, and all the things you do, and it was called Yellow. So when I took my turn, oh what a thing to have done, and it was all yellow. Your skin, oh yes, your skin and bones turning into something beautiful. You know I love you so. You know I love you so. So on into the next verse or whatever, okay? So there you have the basics of the song, okay? The only thing that's slightly different is the very end line of the song that finishes the song. There's a slightly different chord there, but I'll show you that in the breakdown. Okay, the rest of everything I've just played you is just repeated a few times, okay, so there's nothing else different in the song. So let's get to it. Right, the first thing to note is I've got a slightly altered tuning, okay. My top E string is detuned by 1 note to D sharp or E flat, depending on how your tuner sees it, okay. So basically detune this top E string by 1 note to E flat or D sharp. If you do it manually, once you're in standard tuning, fret the 4th fret of the 2nd string, the B string, and tune your top E string to that. Okay, normally you do it to the 5th fret, but to detune it by 1 note, 4th fret, 2nd string, tune your top E string to that. Okay, when you finish doing that, if you play a standard E chord, you should sound like this. Okay, that's the note that's different. This is detuned slightly. Okay. Should sound like that. Okay, all the strings are standard. Okay, no, just the 1 string. Right, so the first thing, having got into right tuning, the first chord you play is a B, or a form of B, okay. So if you imagine a B bar chord, 7th fret, okay, what you do is you keep those 3 fingers as if you were playing the bar chord, okay, but the bar is not a bar. This finger is only fretting the 7th fret of the bottom E string, okay, it's not barring, okay. So you've just got that on the 7th fret of the bottom E string. These 3 fingers are normally the same you would do for a bar chord, okay. And you've got an open 2nd string and an open top E string, okay. Well, it's E flat in this case, but we'll call it an E string, okay. And it should sound like that. All 6 strings, okay. Right, the 2nd chord of the verse. So that's the chord we're going to use to start the song off. Do the intro to start with. So the first chord is that, and it's sort of it's quite a slow song, so don't try and go too quickly with it. Okay, so it's something like that, twice or 3 times. Okay, and it's like a suspended chord. Okay, and what you're doing with that is you're moving these 2 fingers down a whole string each. So the whole thing, they're glued together, and you move down a string. So you end up fretting the 9th fret of the 4th string and the 3rd string. This finger, that finger stays where it is from the B shape. That stays where it is. That first finger stays on the 7th fret of the bottom E string, and it leans in a bit. So it's killing the 5th string. The 5th string has to be muted. Okay. So when these fingers move down, you're not playing that 5th string. It doesn't sound. Okay. So these two fingers drop a string when you're doing that suspended bit. So it's the B chord. Move the fingers. Back again. Something like that, okay? Got the idea? That's the intro. So you either do that 2 or 3 times, whatever you want to do it. So just once again slowly. So this finger is now just fretting the 7th fret of the bottom E string, but lent in a bit, so it's actually muting the 5th string. When these fingers move down to there, it kills that string, the 5th string, okay, so you don't sound it, okay? So the introduction again, slowly. Then the singing comes in. Stay on the B chord. Look at the stars, look how they shine for you. Now this is the same chord, keeping exactly the same fingering, but way down on the 2nd fret. That first finger is now on the 2nd fret of the bottom E string, so you're actually playing like an F sharp bar chord without the bar. Top E string is open and the 2nd string is open again, just like it was for the B. Okay, so exactly the same fingering, starting on the 2nd fret. It should sound like that. Okay, so that's the 2nd chord of the verse. So look at the stars, look how they shine for you, and everything you do is an E chord. All 6 strings, straightforward E chord, but I'm using, instead of playing, normally most of you play an E like that, wouldn't you normally? Well, what you can do for this, make it easier, is just take that first finger off and move those 3 down to an E shape. Okay, and then when you go back to the B, you just slide that shape back up, and there you are. Add that finger to the 7th fret of the B string, the top bottom E string, and you're back to your B shape. Okay, so let's go for that verse again. Look at the stars, look how they shine for you, everything you do. Yellow, yellow, came along, repeat that little song for you, and all the things you do, and we call it yellow. Again, so then it took my turn. Oh, what a thing to have done. And it was all yellow. Right, when you get to that, we're just about to go into the chorus. You can do a quick suspended like you did on the intro. So it's, where it goes, it was all yellow. Just a very quick. Okay, then we go into the chorus. Chorus is E, your skin. Now we've got one new chord. This is the last chord you'll learn. No, it isn't. Last but one. It's a G sharp minor, or a form of G sharp minor. So what you do is, if you're holding that E from the chorus, your skin, just slide these 2 fingers up to the 6th fret. Okay, and your first finger goes to the 4th fret of the G string, the 3rd string. Okay, so you've just got that shape. The bottom E string is open, the 2nd string, B string, is open, and the top E is open as well. It should sound something like that. Okay, and then the 3rd chord of the chorus is the F sharp we played in the verse, where you've come down from the B to the F sharp, it's that chord again. Okay, same chord. So you go to the E, your skin, G sharp minor, oh yeah, your skin, F sharp and bones, turn into something beautiful. Do you know I love you so? Stay there, you know I love you so. Back to the B. Whatever you want to do there, go into the next verse and some more verses and some more choruses. Okay, so that's the basic gist of the song. Okay, so what I'll do, we'll just go through that whole song up to the end of the chorus again slowly, and I'll just show you what happens right at the end of the song. Okay, so I'll do 2 lots of this B to suspended intro. Okay, so here we go, not too quick. Okay. Look at the stars, look how they shine for you, and everything you do. Yeah, they're all yellow. I came along, I wrote a song for you, and all the things you do, and it was called Yellow. So when I took my turn, oh, what a thing to have done, and it was all yellow. Chorus, your skin, oh yes, the skin and bones, turn into something beautiful. Do you know I love you so? I love you so. That's it, and there we have it. Okay, that's the basics of the song. The only thing that's slightly different is right at the end of the song, when you come out of it, it's that it's true. Look how they shine for you. Same as the verse. Look how they shine for you. Look how they shine. Look how they shine for you. Sorry. Look how they shine for you. Look how they shine. This is the line. Look at the stars. Look how they shine for you, and everything you do. And that's how it finishes, yeah? So what you do there, the very last line, after you come out of that, the how they shine for you, it's the same chords as the verse. And you come into, I think it just strums the first B chord, right? Look at the stars, look how they shine for you. It's basically a straightforward F sharp minor, but because you've got that top E string detuned slightly, just play an F sharp. It can be a bar chord if you like, straightforward F sharp minor bar chord, but go from the 6th string to the 2nd string. Try not to hit that top E string, or just the first 4 strings even. Okay? Just don't hit that, because that will be out of tune. You see what I say? You don't want to hear that note, okay? So just the first 4 or 5 strings from the top here, okay? And then the E chord, and it finishes on that chord. Okay, so just to go through that again. So last couple of lines of the song. Look how they shine for you. Look how they shine for you. Look at the stars, look at the stars, and that's how it finishes, yeah? Okay, so there you have it. My take on Coldplay's Yellow. Okay, thanks very much for watching and listening, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.